Namaste. Thank you for inviting me to join you here today. I want to start by wishing you and your families the very best for your health and safety in these difficult times. While the COVID-19 threatened us all, it is also inspiring the international solidarities that will overcome its threats and challenges. As we deal with the pandemic, we must never forget that our world continues to face another and even bigger issue: climate change. It seems that with every passing year, climate change generates more extreme weather phenomena and has ever greater impacts on society and economies. Thankfully, all is not lost. There is still a chance to manage this global climate crisis. If we do the right things, we can steer a recovery toward a more sustainable and inclusive path. How do we get on that path? One thing we need to do is to invest in clean energy and decarbonization of the industrial sector. Fortunately, more people, governments, and corporations are now acting on this awareness. If we look around the world, we see that the EU has unveiled the European Green Deal, which aims to reduce greenhouse gas emissions to net zero in 2050. India has pledged to mitigate its carbon footprint under the Paris Agreement. And in Japan, Prime Minister Suga has announced the aims of realizing a carbon-neutral, carbon-free society by 2050. The United Nations has also drawn up a roadmap to the future in the forms of Sustainable Development Goals, a universal call to actions for and a global blueprint for prosperity for people and the planet. At Toshiba, the main plank of our management philosophy is committed to people, committed to the future. We have an unwavering drive to make and do things that leads to better world. In our four functional business segments: devices and products, infrastructure systems, infrastructure services, and data services, we strive to turn on the promise of the new day. Toward advancing environmental management, we last month announced Toshiba Group's Environmental Future Vision 2050. This is an update to the environmental vision that we introduced in 2007. By halving greenhouse gas emissions throughout our value chain by 2030, compared to 2019, we will contribute to worldwide efforts to realize net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. I'm happy to say that our 2030 target has been objectively validated and accepted by the Science Based Targets initiative. We will achieve our goal by expanding investment in energy-saving equipment and the use of renewable energy, leveraging our technologies to create products and services that contribute to greenhouse gas reductions, and promoting businesses that involve climate change adaptation measures. One area where we are making advances is in maximizing renewable energy generation. We are leapfrogging into a new era of clean energy generation for solar power technologies. Our tandem solar cell is a light solar power cell that promises to increase new green energy applications and efficiencies. And our perovskite solar cell is a thin, film-based cell that can be installed in the location where current silicon cell cannot. We aim to commercialize these by 2025. Hydrogen energy is also an important clean energy source. Hydrogen can be stored indefinitely and transported over long distances. And it produced no CO2 when converted to electricity. Toshiba recently completed one of the world's largest hydrogen production plants, the Fukushima Hydrogen Energy Research Field in Japan. It has a 10 megawatt class hydrogen production unit powered by solar energy, and it can produce up to 1,200 normal cubic meters of hydrogen an hour. We are using the plant to demonstrate the feasibility of an hydrogen supply chain. We will continue to promote innovation and create businesses that contribute to solving social issues. Now let me introduce some of Toshiba's efforts and initiatives in India. We are very aware of challenges this vast and dynamic country must deal with. Along with countering climate change, India is also promoting measures to handle air and water pollution as urbanization and industrialization advance, and to build a sustainable economy as its population grows. Toshiba is particularly proud of having maintained a presence in India for close to 60 years. Today, our focus is on the critical B2B sector, including energy and social infrastructure solutions, and we are closely aligned with the Indian government's flagship program, Making India. We position India as a manufacturing and export hub and have committed to industrial and technological investment. I believe that Toshiba is India's natural partner in its pursuit of environmental sustainability and economic growth. Now, sustainable economic growth calls for a reliable energy supply. Through our group companies in India, we offer complete end-to-end energy solutions from power generations to transmission and distribution and storage. Our partnership with India's power sector began in 1965 with the delivery of hydroelectric equipment in Meghalaya, which is still running smoothly today. The same excellent performance is also exhibited by equipment we have installed in other plants here, confirming that Toshiba designed equipment is one of the world's most cost-effective and some of the best. As a country that boasts some of the planet's most impressive mountains where waters tumble off into rivers, India has great potential for pumped storage hydroelectric power plants. We contributed hydro turbines to the 1,037 megawatt pumped storage plant at Praria, and we are now introducing an adjustable speed generator motor for pumped storage plants. This delivers power supply and demand balancing functions that improves power grid stability. The government of India set itself the goal of installing 175 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2022, and also stated its intention to keep on increasing capacity. Achieving that, it requires not only clean power generations, but also reliable power transmission and distribution. Toshiba can meet India's fast increasing demand for products with low carbon footprint and contribute both to the renewable sector and grid stabilization. Our transformers, which connect renewable energy power plants and grids, and the solar inverter transformers, which adjust the load fluctuation caused by the power generations, are highly evaluated for their reliability. They are already installed in large numbers here in India, and I hope they're contributing to the realization of the decarbonized society. While these technologies and measures will definitely help to curb air pollution, to improve air quality, we also need to address pollution from tailpipe emissions. Toshiba's battery solutions helps to reduce CO2 emissions from vehicles. The SCIB, our rechargeable battery, is worth your attention for features that include excellent safety, long life, rapid charging, and high input and output. These features make SCIB ideal for the generative power systems in hybrid vehicles, where it contributes to improved fuel consumption efficiency and reduces CO2 emissions. We have established a joint venture to set up India's first automotive lithium-ion battery factory in Gujarat, which will soon start manufacturing this advanced battery. India is also the home and headquarters of Toshiba Water Solutions, which provides water treatment and wastewater solutions worldwide. Under the Indian government's Clean Ganga initiative, Toshiba is involved in projects in 3 states for the construction of 9 sewage treatment plants. We are dedicated to the creation of sustainable water environment in India. As we consolidate activities, Toshiba Group is also looking to the future, to the world where cyber and physical systems interact with one another in a positive feedback loop to create value. That advance will be a source of new and big opportunities for India and the world. In Bengaluru, we have software development center where more than 1,000 talented AI and IT engineers are helping to transform Toshiba and make it an excellent CPS company. Toshiba wants to take synergy with India to the next level, where we can collaborate with partners in India to provide world-class products and services for India and for the world. In conclusion, through our activities here in India, we are harnessing our knowledge and expertise to support the construction of social infrastructure needed for sustainable urban development and economic growth. I am reminded of one of the central values of Toshiba, which is create together. Taking the opportunity of this platform offered by the Times Group, I once again pledge our commitment to India and our determination to work closely with a partner here. I ask all of you to join hands with Toshiba so that we can work together to create a sustainable and better world for ourselves and future generations. Thank you.